Palma. Oh,
Oh, man.
that's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game. To Del Fuentes.
Oh, wow.
Ilagan takes the shot and knocks it down. Maloria is open. 3-pointer.
Goodness! Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Natalgero has time.
Now it gets Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
Dalawang kupunan na naging magkaiba ang kapalaran so far this season, but both certainly capable of making some noise in their respective divisions. Nandito po tayo ngayon sa San Andres Sports Complex in the city of Manila for the second game of our first day triple header. JR Kinyahan still going strong at 41 years old, averaging 17 points per contest, looking to steer Cebu towards the playoffs, and he will go up against the returning Art De La Cruz, missing more than 2 months, and he is back for the Cowboys seeking their 4th straight victory dito sa ating liga. It's the battle between the Cebu Greats and the Ilagan Isabela 5-star Cowboys. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Ken Pangilinan with Coach Mike Perez. And Coach Mike, itong Ilagan is in the best stretch of their season, 3 straight wins. Pero very tricky yung magiging laban nila going up against a very invigorated Cebu Greats.
Yeah, this is a different Cebu team that we have right now. So napakahalaga paano ba magre-respond itong Ilagan. In the same way, how will Cebu respond to a streaking Ilagan team right now?
At napapanood niyo po ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino live on the official MPBL Facebook page and YouTube channel, and we're also live right now on Solar Sports. And ito pag-uusapan natin itong mga kabilang kupunan na yan. But bago yan, of course, we bring in again our courtside reporter, wala iba, kundi si Miss Andrea Endicio. Andrea, itong Cebu, no, binanggit ko na nga, very invigorated. Itong Ilagan naman, enjoying their best stretch under Coach Louie. Kamusta ang dalawang kupunan heading into this matchup?
In front of us is a Cebu team na indeed tumawag ng reinforcements, pero hindi lang basta-basta reinforcements ha, mga bigating mga pangalan. Sina Kinyahan, Mactalio, Jun Manso at ang unang beses na maglalaro para sa kanilang kupunan na si Paulo Hubalde. Kwento nga sa akin ni Assistant Coach Ron J. Enrile, nung kanilang first 2 games, mas maganda naman daw yung naging resulta pero halatang nangangapa pa. But then again, a third time is a charm. Pero unti-unti nakukuha na daw nila yung kanilang rhythm at yun daw ang dapat nating abangan sa kanila. Well, yun naman talaga ang inaabangan natin dito sa retooled Cebu team. Right, gentlemen?
Oo naman, syempre Paulo Ubalde also back after missing more than a month as they try to salvage their season here in the MPBL. Ngayon, pinag-usapan natin itong Cebu. They've had a lot of struggles, Coach Mike, during and in the middle of the season. Alam naman natin, they've had that stretch na parang 7 players lang sila naglalaro. First 16 games, you see the numbers, but in the last 3, complete turnaround para sa kanila.
Kita mo talaga yung improvement. At least in the last 3 games, the numbers have been up. Scoring, field goal percentage, that's a +6 in assists per game, a +2 in terms of steals. And look at that, yung turnovers. I just want to say, yung 18.3 turnovers nila at this point, they're really dead last. They're the least efficient team right now. But when you look at that last 3 games of 11.7 turnovers only per game, they are actually, if you consider only those games, they are number 1 right now, because at that spot, currently is number 1 is Zamboanga with 12.2. And so this really just shows you how much different this Cebu Greats team is right now.
At yung tinatawag ko dito sa mga bagong players nila, mga race back ng mga bisdak, di ba? At kabilang dyan, si Kuya JR Kinyahan na palagay ko, Coach Mike, reinvigorated din ito dahil nagpapahinga na ito eh. Meron na sariling negosyo at 31 points against Binyan. Fell short though, but here, nakabawi naman. 14 points laban dito sa Imus.
At nagpatuloy na maglaro ng maganda itong si JR Kinyahan para dito sa Cebu. Didn't put up many numbers in their last assignment, but in 22 minutes, he had 14 points, 8 of them in the first half. Shot really good from the field at 66%. And he was just the best player of the game. And he just continues to be a positive influence and a good addition para dito sa Cebu Greats.
At alam mo, Coach Mike, minsan, pag ikaw yung manlalaro na naglalaro ka para sa hometown team mo, iba yung feeling eh. I think this is exactly what June Manzo experiencing right now. He came off that trade from Mindoro. Nakita mo yung averages niya for the Tamaraws, pero halos dinoble niya yung numero niya dito sa Cebu.
Exactly. It's a better output with this move of June Manso to Cebu. It's a +6 in points, couple more assists better, and the field goal shooting at 44% from a 36% shooting. Napakaganda. And yung assist, yan ang makikita mo talagang contribution niya. Yung 4.0 na assist para sa kanya, dyan talaga maaasahan mo ang isang June Manso para dito sa Cebu Greats.
Really efficient shooting from the field. Ito si June Manzo as they try to go for back-to-back wins. Kalaban naman nila ang Ilagan Isabela Cowboys na si Coach Louie hindi na matago. Excitement dito sa team niya ngayon kasi yung first 15 games, impressive yan ha. Pero kita mo naman yung huling tatlong laro, Coach Mike.
I have always thought that the Ilagan team is a highly defensive team with a little bit of offense. But now you see the fruition on the offensive side. I mean, plus 14 points per in the points per game. Napakalaki niyan in the last 3 games. And you see that in assists because they share the ball a lot and the steals. And so the defense maintained, the offense improved a lot para dito sa Ilagan Cowboys.
And speaking of a lot, napakarami ng kayang mag-ambag para dito sa Ilagan Isabela 5-star Cowboys. And si Jerry Pingoy na kamakailan lang just made his debut para dito sa Ilagan at 15 points, pero may mga tumulong din sa kanya. Joshua Giab, AJ Miranda continues to be impressive para dito sa Cowboys.
Yeah, itong tatlong players na to, si Coco, si AJ, si Josh Giab, actually scored a third of the 99 points of Ilagan in that game, and everybody shooting very well. When you look at that, 83% shooting for Coco, 78% for AJ, 66% shooting for Josh Giab. And the thing is, they're also sharing the ball. Look at that, 3, 4, and 2 when it comes to assists. So nobody is ball hogging that ball. They're finding the open man. They're playing a lot of good basketball. And guess what? Art De La Cruz is back. And this is going to be another good addition para dito sa Cowboys.
Kasalukuyan number 8 ang Ilagan Isabela 5-star Cowboys. Kalaban itong Cebu Greats who are trying to barge at least in the play-in spot dito sa South Division. Ngayon tungo na tayo kay Richard Tampos para sa starting lineups ng magkabilang kupunan.
In Season 7 of Manny Pacquiao's MPBL at the San Andres Sports Complex, live on Solar Sports. Let's make way the starting lineups, beginning with Cebu Greats. Forward number 42, Leon Martel. Playing center number 19, Ken Humkevist. Power forward number 13, Mark Meneses. Shooting guard number 11, Mac Talio. And at point guard number 3, June Manso. Cebu Greats is led by the hitman, Jundi Valenzuela. Assistant coaches, Ronje Enrile, Corby Concepcion. Cebuano hotshot, Dondon Hontiveros. Team manager, John Santos. Team representative, Samson Lato. And here's for Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Playing center number 15, Alan Santos. Starting at guard number 13, Gab Gomez. Point guard number 11, Don Gumaru. Power forward number 5, Josh Giab. Small forward number 4, Ajem Miranda. The head coach is Louis Gonzalez. His assistants are Mixon Ramos, Eric De La Cuesta, Hans Robles, Alex Calweng, and Ethel Tacorda. Team consultant Glenn Capaccio. The team managers Vice Mayor Jay Diaz. Board member E.J.
Starting
Diaz.
5 brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Cebu Greats with the backcourt of June Manso, Bactalio up front, Ken Homvis, Mark Meneses, and Lian Martel for Ilagan Isabela. Dondon Gumaru, Gab Gomez, Alan Santos, Joshua Giab, and Ajem Miranda are game officials for this ball game. Edmar Aves, Manuel Binondo, and Edward Aganan. And fourth man is Leonardo Leosa.
Well, Alan Santos is lone cowboy with the most starts so far para sa kanila. This is just 13 starts in the 16 games that he's played.
Ian Martel, entry pass, Holmvis, hook shot.
Immediately kita mo yung efficiency kagad eh.
And hindi lang yun, kita mo yung front line nitong
Oh, yes.
Cebu. Grabe yung height, yung length, yung haba. Ian Martel, Ken Holmvis, Mark Meneses.
Yeah, when you talk about athleticism as well, very quick decision makers. Gumaro with that shot.
Rebound, Mark Meneses. Outlet, papunta kay Ian Martel. Lost it though. Miranda. Pinapatayan ni Mark Meneses. London Gumaro. Gets it to Josh Giab. Gab Gomez. The pass, Gumaro slightly open. Can't hit the free. Meneses with his second consecutive rebound.
Well, a couple of shots missed already very early for Gumaro. Of course, Ilagan will always look for Gumaro. He's been one of the top 3-point shooters and makers para dito sa Ilagan.
Holmvis down low. Bounce pass. Mark
There you
Meneses
go.
off the glass and in.
These two actually played together in the early version of Cebu, right? But now, in my opinion, they're playing more defined roles. Because you see in games in the previous ones when Ken Holmvis will be playing outside, taking shots from the outside. And so with Coach Junsi coming in, he was pretty clear and pretty adamant, you got to play inside. And both these guys have been playing really good music together. Speaking of Mark, and ito si Holmvis.
Silang tatlo actually ni Lian Martel.
Oo, pati si Liam Martel, that's right.
Holmvis. Uy,
Oh,
shot.
loud pass.
Akala niya yata sarili niya pinasahan niya. Tatlong pasa.
That pass was too loud. And for the most part, really, they've been trying to get that ball on the low block, understanding the vision and the height advantage of Kem Holmvis. He can see weak side cutters and weak side actions. Who's the open man on the other side, and just trying to trigger a ball reversal.
Ilagan has yet to score. 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Santos, the pass. Giab, kita mo yung tatlo
wow.
Nagsalubong. Able to bother that shot and force a shot clock violation.
Throughout this season, Cebu is number 5 when it comes to blocks, roughly 4 per game. And right there, you see again another display of the athleticism and the height advantage and the commitment to defense of the Cebu greats. And right now, Ilagan Cowboys starting about a little bit slower than they usually would.
Bactalio attacks, fakes off his defender. Wow, able to sneak that one through.
Oh man, that's what you miss about a Mactalio, A lot of activity going inside, that dribble penetrate of his, then really good footwork and that vision for that rim. Guys will always say, when you see Mactalio with the ball, he always is going to find a way to score. And right here, scoop underneath.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And the good news for Mactalio fans is that right now he's happy with where he is because he gets the playing time that he needs. He's playing a spot that he's comfortable with.
Second block of the game for Cebu. Meneses with the rejection. Manzo, they're really looking for Holmvis, but that time Gumaro able to steal that pass. Cebu even, before, nung nagkulang-kulang na sila ng players, I don't know if you remember this, at one point, they were number 2 in terms of giving up points.
That's
they
right.
were a very solid and sound defensive team.
That is very true. And those numbers really started going downhill as the season went. As they played game to game. I think the culmination was when they started playing with only, 7-6 players. That was the game with Pampanga and Nueva Ecija, if I recall correctly. And finally, a basket right here for Ilagan to start things off.
6-2. Cebu with a 4-point lead. Manzo, bubukol sa 3. No. Battle for the rebound. Holmvis snaps it to Lian Martel.
Just the height of Holmvis allowing him to tap that ball. Another opportunity for the greats.
Talio for free. Pops out. Santos finally clears it for the Cowboys. Gumaru steps into a free. It will roll out. Battle for the rebound. A foul whistled on the Cebu Greats.
one might say of the 3 shots that Gomaro took, this might just be the one that's in rhythm. The other ones, I feel medyo may nakabantay kasi, challenge, so he had to adjust a little bit his shot. So right now, Ilagan down by what? By 4.
Cebu against Imus had that strong finishing kick. If you remember this ball game, Coach Mike, dikit pa ito until the halfway point siguro ng fourth quarter. Pero lumayo na itong Cebu, yung Imus na ubusan ng bala.
Yeah, and only because Cebu Greats was very much, committed to defense. But the free throws have been a challenge to them in that game. They only made, 66% of their attempts, missing 5 out of the 15 that they've tried. They, matter of fact, shot better from 3 at 35%, making 6 of 17. Samantalang, they were only 58% from the perimeter. And almost everything really flowing on the side of Cebu Greats, only because they control the boards and they control the paint.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Ilagan, contrary to their last 3 games, have a slow start here. Alan Santos able to roll that one through.
And I think it's important that Alan Santos gets involved on the offensive end. His counterpart has been pretty much involved. Again, every time that ball is on the side offensively of Cebu, it goes through Ken Holmqvist. And so you got to do the same for Alan Santos. Make that defense of Holmqvist work out against Alan.
Right now, Cebu is using their size to their advantage. Martel drawing a foul from the Cowboys.
TH Tumalip right now on the floor, more offensive firepower for the Cowboys. AJ Miranda hasn't really gotten himself going yet, and so does Gab Gomez. And if you're the Cowboys right now, much as we talked about really good scoring improvements para sa kanila, ang ganda nitong 5 to, kayang umiscore lahat sa floor.
Alam mo ngayon ko lang na-realize, pareho pala yung nickname ni Junti Valenzuela sa ni Jun Manzo, no? The Hitman.
Oo nga, no?
Di ba?
Oo nga. So dapat lang na nandito sila pareho.
Yun na nga, parehong...
Pareho pang taga Cebu.
Oo. 7-4, 3-point lead for the Greats. Tumalip. Santos back to TH against Mactalio. Miranda floats it up and in. Miranda with 4 points.
Well, once you're a scorer, you definitely are a scorer. You're gonna find ways to get that ball through the hoop, and AGM going to work right now.
Isa na lang ang lamang ng Cebu. Talio, the spin move, but can't get that shot to fall. Manzo gets it right back for the Greats. Still 10 on their shot clock. 2 former teammates going at it. June Manzo fouled by, I think, si AJ Miranda.
That's one thing about June Manso as well. He, for the most part, would get into multiple dribbles situations. And so if you're a teammate of June Manso, you got to go to open spots and find a good area where he can actually feed you, and you can just start hoisting up shots.
Manzo drives. The teardrop will work.
Favorite shot. Definitely June Manso. Goes in the lane, a lot of force, and then end up with a floater. That's patented June Manso.
Past the halfway point of the first. Mark Dyke is now in for Ilagan Isabela. Dyke, the size advantage over Mactalio. Tumalib got blocked by Mark Meneses. Sent that back to the friend zone.
Wow, that's the 3rd block of the game for, Meneses. And look at the length of the floor that he had to recover from. That was a closeout and a block shot on a 3. How impressive is that?
And now he tracks down the miss.
Would be interesting to have J-Boy Solis rather go up against Meneses. Another floater right there by June.
Kalkulado talaga yung floater na yan ni Jun
Oo.
Manzo. 11-6. Miranda off the curl. Gab Gomez got fouled by Jun Manzo.
And Ilagan really loves those spin downs and those flare actions. This time around, Jun Manso going backdoor as TH Tumalip try to topside it.
This is the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Coco Pingoy now on the floor for the Ilagan Cowboys to settle the team down.
Maging si Kinyahan naman para sa Cebu Greats.
Ganda ng palitan ng mga tao. Okay?
Oh. This has a potential to be a really well-contested game. Coco Pingoy fires, no. Meneses continues to rack up the stats. 5 rebounds and 3 blocks. Kinyahan, face-up jumper, short.
Good defense right there by Mike Dyke. He understood that maraming beses na nangyari yon, yung face-up at tira. Ito naman si Mark.
Masyadong malakas. Meneses, 6 na rebound na. And he got fouled from behind by TH Tumalip.
Mark Meneses, in my opinion, has matured into the player that he is right now. Remember when he played for Pangasinan, you already saw flashes of brilliance, but now he's playing with a lot of freedom and a lot of confidence.
But Junti sues for time. They have a 5-point advantage, 11-6.
Pac is back. 8-division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights.
Pac is back this July 20. Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao steps back into the ring to challenge Mario El Azteca Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship. You can watch the fight live via Blast TV pay-per-view this coming July 20, Sunday at 8 a.m. Just download the Blast TV app, available on Google Play and the App Store. Tail of the tape natin dyan. 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao going up against the much younger and much taller 30-year-old Mario Barrios. At, well, what do you think, Coach Mike, of that fight?
Oh, excited na nga ako. Tulad sabi ko sa'yo, i-download ko na yung Blast TV app, and I'm sure a lot of our Filipino fans as well can't wait for that match.
Turnovers, Cebu. Already with 4. We mentioned at the top of the coverage how they've been able to rectify that because they are the worst in terms of giving up the rock.
That's right. 17.3 turnovers per game. They're dead last in that department, let alone being third to the last when it comes to field goal attempts. So these things have actually changed for Cebu for the better in the last 3 games.
Yellow light is on. That only means one thing, a challenge issued by Ilagan. We'll be back for the result of this one.
The Ilagan Isabella's challenge was successful.
Successful challenge by Coach Louis Gonzalez.
You'll see right here on this one. This drive. Oh yeah, definitely nobody touched that on the side of Ilagan, so it should stay with him.
But only 8 seconds sa shot clock nitong Ilagan. Solis. Laban kay Mactalio, skip past TH Tumalip. 1 second remaining. And Mark Dyke will not get it off in time. Shot clock violation laban sa Cowboys.
Almost his foot almost on the sideline there before he actually dumped it off for Mark Dyke. And you see Coach Louie telling TH, you got to take that shot. Clock winding.
Bad pass by Talio. Solis. Santos pulls the trigger. No good. Tumalip with a rebound. Under 3 minutes left. Pingoy for free. Wala pa din. At may foul sa ilalim laban sa Cebu.
Well, Ilagan so far has been empty from 3. They're 0 out of 6 at this point. They are ranked number 5 when it comes to makes at roughly about close to 10 per game out of the close to 30 attempts that they hoist up every match.
Bral Meca comes in for June Manzo. Selectol lineup. Ito yung luxury ngayon ni Coach Junti Valenzuela as Tumalip able to bury that jump shot na kahit lumabas si June, si Mactalio pwede mag-slide sa point guard slot.
Correct. At napaka-importante rin niya para si TH Tumalip na magsimula ng pumuntos para dito sa Ilagan. And to start things off.
Uy, Talio nabitin. He
didn't have that lift.
Free there for the layup. Tumalip puts up a free off to the left. Meneses nakakarami ng rebound dito. Mactalio. The crossover. Kinyahan, quick trigger, gets it to go.
And that's what you love about Kinyahan. Pretty much close to that post area, roughly about 9 feet in. Komportableng tumidira si JR doon.
Tumalip to Mark Dyke. Si Coach Louie nag-match up na rin dito.
Yes.
Nag-upsize na siya.
That's right.
Mark Dyke, Dennis Santos, J-Boy Solis. Santos traveled.
And so far, this defense of Cebu has made, you know, the scorers of Ilagan very uncomfortable, getting to spots na, you know, nahihirapan silang dumiskarte para makapuntos. They are getting all their ball and man movement, pero the shot makers have not really successfully made make points for them.
13-8.
Trapped.
By Tiong in trouble. 3 jerseys all over him.
And this is Ilagan basketball, that defense right there.
Bral Meca, kick out by Tiong, open for free. Good!
Alam mo kagandahan doon, Ken, pagka-release niya, bumaba na kaagad siya eh. Ramdam niya na papasok eh. You know, how much confidence do you have in your shot if you do that?
What a start for the Cebu Great. 16-8. Miranda laban kay Bral Meca, the crossover, free for a free. Dennis Santos, wala pa din. By the way, Dennis Santos facing his former team.
Oh yeah,
Cebu.
that's right.
And he was their leading scorer, averaging 11 points.
He was, that's right. And so far, this drought from 3 continues para dito sa Ilagan.
Baseline inbound. At ito yung 3-point shot natin sa atin ng Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
Normally, Alvin Baitiong put the ball on the floor, atake yan. Pero that time around, catch and shoot. Kumpihan sa tumira doon. Ibang klase. Paolo Ubaldo now on the floor. How much more efficiency can you get with him in there?
Ubalde can't bank it in. Bral Meca with a rebound. By Tiong, puwersa, hook shot, wala pa din. Bral Meca battling down low with AJ Miranda. But the ball ends up with J-Boy Solis. Miranda laban kay Bral Meca. Drives right. Miranda.
Nice pass.
The pass inside. Dyke overshooting the target. Sayang. Pareho kasi. Parang parang naka-jersey din ng Cebu to si
Coach Junti.
By the way, nakita mo yung bagong logo nila?
Oo, ang ganda.
Hindi pa nakalagay dito sa uniform.
Nakita ko na sa Facebook.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Pati sa stinger natin ngayon.
That's really good. The one with the guitars, no?
So,
Ganda.
palagay ko, baka magbago pa yung itsura ng mga uniforms na itong Cebu,
I've read in one article na itong Cebu is really hell-bent on getting a championship, getting to the finals if permits even a championship this season, because they liken themselves to Pampanga and other the big teams that actually won championships in the NBA and even in the MPBL. So they want to be that team as well.
At dyan nagtatapos ang ating first quarter kung saan itong Cebu napakaganda ng paninimula, Coach Mike.
Oh, and the thing is that offense has been flowing very early. 3 blocks from Mark Meneses, but AJ Miranda coming in to start things off para dito sa Ilagan Cowboys. A little bit slow from 3 points, not making any shots from there for Ilagan out of 9 attempts. And right now it's Cebu up by 8, 16 and 8.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. How about this rousing start by the Cebu Classic? Paolo Hubalde nagbabalik. Ang ganda ng logo, no? Next 3 games sila. Sa August na yung susunod laban sa Gensan Warriors. August 7 versus Marikina. On the 12th, they will take on Tropang Pasig.
At saka itong kalamangan na ito ng Cebu Greats. You talk about them scoring 16 points in the first quarter. Pero yung depensa, nakita mo, 8 lang ang puntos na binigay nila para dito sa Ilagan. Nothing on the free throws, everything from the perimeter.
Joshua Ramirez, AJ Miranda, J-Boy Solis, Dennis Santos, and Mark Dyke, the unit for Coach Louie Gonzalez. 3-pointer knockdown by Ramirez.
Isa na yan sa mga player na hindi takot tumira sa labas para dito sa Ilagan. And Ramirez alongside Gomez at Sampol have partnered well in that department.
Ilagan was just 4 out of 21 from the field in the first quarter. Only 19%. Now they get a stop. Miranda, Mark Dyke spins. Santos, short stab. Doesn't get the friendly bounce. And Solis caught with that foul after battling down low with Alvin Baitiong.
One can say na itong version na ito nasa floor ngayon para sa Cebu Greats, medyo small ball na to considering na yung si Kinyahan tsaka si Alvin Baitiong are your only bigs. Kasi kanina halos nagtatatlong bigs pa sila no? But having Paolo Hubalde in there is an added rebounder as well on the wing position naman. So, you know, maybe a good help as well on the boards.
Rael Meca, Ice Hontiveros, Paolo Hubalde,
They want to clear that.
JR Ginyahan, and Alvin Baitiong.
Oh.
Ginyahan. Turnaround jumper. Took his time, but it will rattle out.
Kahit sa simpleng rebound, talagang makikipaglaban ng kasaloob. Kita mo naman si Mark Dyke, makukuha na yung rebound. Nakuha na pa siya ni Alvin Baitiong.
Mapaltan siya muna dito ni Josh Giab. Ilagan, yung kanilang free game winning run, Coach Mike, came all against teams below 500.
That's right.
As a result, lahat tinambakan nila. Itong kalaban nila ngayon, Cebu Greats, they are 9 games behind 500, but we all know this is a different Cebu squad they're facing. As, ito na nga, right on cue, they get a steal. Kinyahan traveled.
Napaaga rin yung pasa ni Paolo Hubalde. I felt that Paolo could have waited for Kinyahan to, seal off against the defender before he passed it off. And so Kinyahan was catching that ball on the run, lost control, and therefore he traveled. But to your point, Ken, about the last games that these teams have played, you mentioned about below 500 yung mga nakalaban nitong Ilagan. How about Cebu though? Going up against Pampanga and Binyan, two tough teams as well. That they went up against, and they performed fairly well. Lost by just 1 possession in those games.
Si Art De La Cruz ngayon lang binalik para dito sa Ilagan. De La Cruz immediately took that shot, Now he gets it back off the rebound, but another traveling whistle this time against the Cowboys.
And Art de la Cruz not wasting any time. Immediately, understanding na puntos ang kailangan dito ng team namin. I will try and see what I can do. He's a triple-double guy. Alam mo naman yun, di ba?
Birthday boy, Super Reeve,
Oh, yeah.
30 years old.
Super Reeve Ugsang. Happy birthday to you. One of the nicest guys in the MPBL na player, ano? But
naman.
very fierce competitor.
Kiniyahan, nakaisa laban kay Art de la Cruz.
Naka-topside si Art de la Cruz. Binigyan ng konting nudge ni JR Kenyahan na displace. Pinasahan na maganda. Libre yung baseline for that scoop.
Pull-up jumper is pure from Don Gumaru.
The most comfortable shot so far for Gumaru. And he's got to get into the groove very early in this game.
18-13. Mecca, nahanap ulit si Kinyahan. Laban ulit kay Art de la Cruz. Kinyahan
Tight defense by Ilagan.
had to pick up his dribble. The fadeaway jumper by Rivog Sang will not work. Ilagan will push. Miranda to Gumaru. Giab on the baseline will not force it. The pass down low. Art de la Cruz off the glass and in. Plus a foul.
Good positioning, a good read of the situation where the ball is. Should define where you should cut. And right there, Josh Giab finding Art de la Cruz cutting down the middle of the lane.
This is the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Boy, this is one guy that they definitely missed. No? Si Art de la Cruz. But the thing is... oh, wow!
The thing is,
He's
ganyan
doing-
yung kaya niyang gawin.
Correct. The thing is, that quick turnaround here for Art de la Cruz. And boy, did they miss this guy. See that rebound right there, that baseline drive amidst the defense. Kinyan couldn't even get to it. He was thinking na ilalabas ulit ni Art yung bola, but he's just too crafty on those finishes.
De la Cruz this time completes the three-point play. 5 quick points in a matter of seconds.
Immediate impact. Art de la Cruz. But what I was saying earlier is that kahit na nawala si Art de la Cruz, ang ganda na naging performance ng Ilagan Cowboys.
Lalo nung last 3 games.
Yes, the games that they lost, they were very close games that they lost to.
Uy, di nagka-amuyan si Paulo Balde at si Jer Kinyahan.
Yep.
Parehong veterano. Well above 40 years old, both of them.
And very rare do you see a situation like that when you have a really good passer in Paulo Hubalde and a really post-up guy in JR Kenyahan committing turnovers.
Josh Giab gives Ilagan Isabela their first taste of the lead with that jumper.
Tell you what, the scorers are now very comfortable here for Ilagan and they have gone back to their identity, starting off with the defensive end and then being comfortable on the offensive side of the floor.
Parang nasa Rizal Park lang. Ito si Janamon, pero sa kabila, ang bilis nung sagot ni Josh Giab.
Now, this is Ilagan basketball right here, if you ask me. Length of the floor defense, fast pace, get to the cup if you can. If not, you swing it.
Paulo Balde. Point set. Now the switch. Balde pulls the trigger off to the left. Great box out by Joshua Ramirez.
Well, similar to how Ilagan started, it's now tougher shots na nakikita ng Cebu Greats against this defense of the Ilagan Cowboys. And the only difference it took was for Art de la Cruz to come in. He gets to the bench, now he gets replaced.
Short stint lang for Art de la Cruz.
Right.
Looks like they're still trying to
Calibrate
ease him
him.
back
Yeah.
into action.
That's right.
Pero limited minutes, 5 points agad.
I'm sure in practice, nakakapag rin yung sabay rin naman yun sa ensayo. A little bit calibration lang siguro on live on the live game.
Oo, tagal din yung nawala kasi. 2 buwan mahigit. J-Boy Solis nails that elbow jumper to give it a 4-point lead dito sa Cowboys.
Nako, si J-Boy Solis at si Elbow matagal na magkakilala yan. Pinch post era pa lang ng triangle offense. Kabisado na ni J-Boy Solis yan.
Paborito eh. Hamon could not knock down that 3-point shot. Miranda bounce pass, Giap. Solis. Lalabas si AJ Miranda for free. No. And it ends up eventually to Mac Talio.
Good box out though by Liam Martel.
Talio got fouled by Gab Gomez.
You got a couple of three-point shooters in Paul Desiderio and John Hamon. You've got a dribble penetrator in Mac Talio. And you've got a couple of bigs. Pretty efficient from the perimeter, even down on the low block and on the boards. That's just been that five para sa Cebu Grays. Adlawan now comes in and replacing JR Kenyan, who gets his first rest.
16-4 run by the Ilagan Isabela 5-star Cowboys. They were trailing by 8 earlier, now up by 4. Desiderio spins. Palagay ko, faking a foul.
Yeah, faking a foul, that's right.
Laban kay Dondon Gumaru.
Kasi it happened right in front of us. Parang ina-anticipate ni Dondon na tatama yung left shoulder ni sa kanya, ni Paul Desiderio, but Paul really spun away from that.
Gumaru for faking a foul at the restricted area.
See this right here. Didn't go to that post up, goes middle, is trying to drive middle. On that spin, hindi niya dinip yung left shoulder niya. Yun yung ina-anticipate ni Gumaru. But that never came.
Desiderio fails to capitalize on that technical free throw though. It's Junti Valenzuela, tubong bogo sa Cebu.
Oh, surprisingly, Desiderio is only a 37% free throw shooter. You know he's better than that. Nice pass.
Adlawan finishes, recipient of that gorgeous feed from Mac Talio.
Ganda ng mga assist ni Mac Talio, ah. That's a new dimension of his game that he's really trying to elevate.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
They're drawing a couple of defenders on that drive, drawing them up in the air, getting them committed, and leaving that up for Adlawan to finish. J-Boy Solis was late on that Peel's defense.
J-Boy Solis, binomba pa. At merong pito na naman.
Dami rin kasing banggaan sa loob, no? Gawa ng activity pagdating sa rebound.
Alan Santos committed that foul after the made basket by J-Boy Solis.
See that again. That little screen of that seal by Alan. J-Boy finished it off.
Parang hinawakan niya itong si Lian Martel.
We didn't see that much on the screen though.
26-22. Mac Talio
Travel.
traveled, yeah.
Travel.
Tried to go quick. But
He
took
was
an
too
extra
quick.
step.
Sobra bilis.
Kasi nga naman may 3 steps yung nangyari.
He was too quick.
Under 4 minutes left here in the second period. Ilagan Isabela outscoring Cebu by 12, 18-6.
Going zone right now itong Cebu Greats.
Gab Gomez swishes in that shot from downtown.
Well, that's a risk you take, considering na mababa pa yung 3-point percentage nitong Ilagan. But right there, nakukuha na ng Ilagan ng kanilang groove pagdating sa 3.
Hamon commits a turnover, traveling ulit laban dito sa Cebu.
9 turnovers already committed by Cebu. About this 3 right here by Gab Gomez. He just stroked it comfortably from that spot.
Galing sa elbow, pasa palabas.
Inside-out basketball eh.
Gumaru, bounce pass. J-Boy Solis. Piso-piso lang.
Yan ang naidagdag talaga dito sa Ilagan. Yung perimeter scoring na ganyan. For the most part, they've been dependent on Allen Mina to do that. But now, with guys like J-Boy Solis, AJ Miranda, Dennis Santos, and even the coming back of Art De La Cruz, it brings so many potential scorers from the perimeter for the Ilagan Cowboys. See this right here, that little slip screen of that pass over to J-Boy, and a good finish. 23-6
run right now by the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. June Manzo returns. Papalitan niya muna dito si Jan Hamon. Jan Hamon medyo na late eh. I think he wasn't even part of the warm-ups. Mactalio battling, missing the first free throw.
Mactalio is this is his first trip to the line. And Mactalio, much of how he's performed over the years, been known for 3x3. Napunta sa Pangasinan. Things didn't pan out that well, and the hope is now that you're representing your hometown, mas maganda yung kalalabasan. And so far, it's been good for Mac.
Sana sablay yung dalawang free throw. This remains a 9-point ball game. A chance for Ilagan to go up by double digits. The pass down low. Boy, Ilagan is playing much better here in quarter number 2.
Agree. Napopwersa kasing umextend na yung depensa ng Cebu, outside. And so, all the more that they generate those closeouts, a lot of cross matches underneath. Especially with Mark Meneses getting out of the paint, nawawalan ka ng rim protection.
It's gonna be interesting to find out, no? Well, before that, LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Interesting to find out kung ano yung naging mensahe ni Coach Louie after they got down big in the first quarter. Kasi grabe naging turnaround dito nila in quarter number 2, Coach White.
Oo. At saka alam mo naman si Coach Louie, he's very, he's a motivation guy that's very forceful when he delivers messages. He's always direct, he's very clear. And if you're a player, nothing to do but to respond,
Turnover laban sa Cebu. 37.5% shooting from the field this quarter. Pero Ilagan, 19% na sila nung first quarter ngayon. 14 out of 34. As we have a timeout here with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. Cebu trailing by 11.
Is back. 8-division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights.
Pac is back, just July 20. Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao steps back into the ring to challenge Mario and Azteca Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship. You can watch the fight live via Blast TV pay-per-view this coming July 20. Sunday at 8 a.m. Just download the Blast TV app, available on Google Play and the App Store. Are you hyped up for that fight?
Of course, definitely. Ikaw ba ready na manood niyang laban na yan?
Why? Lapit-lapit na. 3 days away.
Oo, 3 araw na lang yan. Bakbaka na.
At patinting bakbakan din ang ating natutunghayan dito sa ating laban ng Cebu at Ilagan. Mark Meneses corrals his 8th rebound. Martel momentarily lost control of the basketball, recovers and puts it up and in.
Napaka-stable talaga ni Liam Martel pagdating dyan sa area na yan. He was able to collect himself and get off a good shot and make that basket.
Santos tightly guarded by Meneses. Gab Gomez will reset their offense.
Spain.
10 seconds on their shot clock.
Spain.
Gomez. J-Boy Solis. That time a miss. Martel and Solis actually were former teammates with Parañaque. Martel, swing pass, Talio. Manzo, he drives, he flips it up. That one rolling in for the hitman.
A lot of unselfishness on the Cebu Grays in that last ball rotation. I felt 2 guys already had a shot, including Mactalio and Jun Manso, but they still chose to rotate that ball.
Solis continues to fire and continues to cash in from that range.
Ito sa pangalawang tira niya, hindi na siya nag-hesitate. Kanina, tiningnan niya pa kasi si TH Tumalib kung nasa corner bago siya tumira. Ngayon, hindi na.
By Kyong. Gets it back out to Jun Manzo. They will reload here. 10 on their shot clock. Manzo. The switch onto him by Santos. Manzo. Kick out pass. Meneses pulls the trigger. By Kyong inside. Great patience underneath to score.
Agree. Grabe yung chinaga ni Alvin Baichong doon pag-antay bago nakatira si Mark Meneses. Now, how many times would you see Mark Meneses take a three-pointer from last year? Very rare, no? Pero dito, komportable siyang tumitira sa labas.
Santos laban kay Baityong. Alan Santos face-up jumper will not drop. Chance for Cebu to inch closer. Manzo puts it on the deck. The flip shot by June, wala. Gets his own miss. Got bumped by Gab Gomez. Both teams in penalty. Actually, wala palang foul, no? Just baseline inbound. As Coach Junti Valenzuela will sue for time. 27.3 seconds left. They're behind right now by 7, 35-28. Next 3 games of the Ilagan Isabela 5-Star Cowboys. On July 26, they will travel to Zamboanga to face the San Juan Knights. August 2, kalaban ng Davao Occidental Tigers. And on the 8th of August, they will face off against the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers. All tough matchups para sa Ilagan. Well, they're in a tough matchup right now against Cebu. Talio will trigger it in from the baseline. The catch by Martel. Naagawa ni Coco Pinggoy. Forcing a turnover. Great stop of a timeout nitong Cowboys.
Yeah, that pretty much is what they've known for. Yung depensa na yan at nadagdagan lang ng mga offensive players like TH Tumalip who also plays a lot of defense. And this should be last shot time para dito sa sa Ilagan Cowboys.
Coach Junti is not happy. And as a result, he got warned by referee Manuel Binondo. Turnovers, yun yung nagiging problema ngayon ng Cebu. They're right on their average in their last 3 games.
Well, the good thing is that they're playing so much better latter part of the quarter.
Gomez in trouble. Cups it up. Pagkakataon for Cebu. Talio, 4 seconds left. The drop pass inside. Manzo scores! What a strong finishing kick by the Cebu Greats.
And no better to finish this quarter than those two guys have actually led that strong start para dito sa Cebu Greats. You see that steal? Play got broken. Liam Martel threw it up, gave it to Spider Mac. He had that lane, but saw that defense of TH and finished it up with a layup for June.
Fast break the game brought to you by Extreme X Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke as Cebu finishes on an 8-2 run as they trail here at the half laban sa Ilagan Isabela 35-30.
Pac is back. 8 division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights.
Boss Manny. Good luck po at saka God bless po sa laban mo bukas. Pagpipray po namin na manalo ka bukas at kahit ano yung result, proud po lahat ng buong MPBL sa iyo. Thank you po, Boss Manny.
Magandang araw po. Good luck po sa paparating na laban. Boss Manny, this coming Sunday.
Good luck sa ating pinakamamahal na Manny Pacquiao. Lahat kami nakasuporta sa inyo, win or lose. Dito kami and God bless. Good luck.
Boss Manny, good luck sa laban mo sa Sunday. Galingan mo. Dito lang kami para sumuporta sa iyo.
Boss Manny, good luck and God bless sa upcoming mong laban against Barrios, no? Andito ka namin lahat, sumusuporta sa iyo, 1,000%. Alam naman namin kayang-kaya mo yan and we wish you the best.
Boss Manny, good luck po sa laban nyo ngayong Sunday. Sana po manalo tayo.
Back inside the San Andres Sports Complex for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Andrea Endicio, and right now, we will be having our halftime interview together with Assistant Coach Ron J. Enrile of the Cebu Greats and of course, Board Member EJ Diaz, the Team Manager of the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me here at the half. Unahin ko na muna si Coach Ron J. Coach, maganda yung naging start ng Cebu, but the problem is medyo hindi natin na-sustain along the way. Although maganda na nakahabol tayo in the latter part of the second quarter, but what seemed to be the problem in between?
I think yung runs, yung game of runs kasi naman ng basketball. So we had a good run in the first quarter, nakarun ang Ilagan. So ang good thing lang talaga, nakabalik kami in the second quarter na even may mga lapses kami, marami kami lapses, especially on our defense.
And we hope na magtuloy-tuloy sa second half. Coach, meron po ba kayong mga gustong batiin o pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Yes, siyempre. Unang-una, nagpapasalamat kami sa lahat ng mga nanonood na ngayon dito sa Manila. And kila Boss Sam Lato, Ma'am Arlene Lato, Boss Mike Aldober, Boss Jess Sorbito, Coach Yeng Giao, Wilson Villanueva, CSAS, Dr. Jesus Delgado Memorial Hospital, Doc Janos Vizcaino, Doc Noel Nathaniel Napa, Congressman Duke Prasco, and happy fiesta to Barangay Poblacion Astorias, Cebu, from Kapitana Carmela. And sa lahat ng mga Cebuanos ngayon, nanonood ngayon, mabuhay po kayong lahat. And good luck pala, Boss Manny. Boss Manny, good luck sa iyo sa laban mo on July 20. Okay, iuwi natin ang tagumpay ulit, bawat Pilipino. Salamat.
Alright, thank you so much, Coach. Dumako naman tayo sa aking kanan. Sir, alam naman natin na this is the first season of the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys here in the MPBL. But looking at your standing, maganda na ang ipinapakita ng inyong koponan. Is this somehow something you've expected?
Actually, very thankful and very talagang excited kami dito sa second half ng season. So far, ayun nga, maganda yung pinakita ng team, lalong-lalo na since the trade window ended. So we are on a 3-game winning streak. So hopefully mas maipakita pa namin kung ano ang kayang ibigay ng Cowboys. And ayun nga ho, we are talagang nilook forward namin tsaka pipilitin namin na makapasok talaga ng playoffs.
Yes, we do hope na magtuloy-tuloy po yan. Meron po ba kayong mga gustong batiin o pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Unang-una, nais ko pong batiin ang aming team owners, Governor Rodito Albano, Mayor J. Diaz, si Boss J.O. Diaz, team managers namin, Vice Mayor Jave Diaz, Sir Ricky Lagi, Sir Joey Fournier, ang Sagitarian Agricultural Philippines, CPF 5-star, Mr. Mu, The Chicken Place, DTD Agri-Organics, EGB Construction, at si Mayor Venus Bautista. At syempre, we wish the best of luck sa ating pambansang kamao. Sa lahat ng Pilipino, sa lahat ng mga supporters, sama-sama natin na suporta ng ating pambansang kamao. Good luck po, Manny Pacquiao, boss.
Alright, thank you so much. Once again, that was board member EJ Diaz, the team manager of the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Mga kaligaw, wag po kayong aalis. Magbabalik pa rin po ang MPBL.
Pac is back. 8-division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights.
Yan po ang ating talaan at halftime. 30 for the Cebu Greats, 35 naman para sa Ilagan, Isabela, 5-star Cowboys. And Coach Mike, ang ganda nung simula dito ng Cebu, no? They jumped out to a 16-8 lead. That was their biggest. But slowly but surely, inunti-unti nga no, netong Ilagan yung kalamangan. They had that 23-6 run, pushed up their lead to as high as 11 points before that strong finishing kick nitong Cebu in the latter stages of the second quarter.
Yeah, ang ganda ng recovery ng Ilagan in the second quarter. They scored 27 points after scoring only 8 in the first quarter. So, yung 39% na yan might be deceiving a little bit kasi yun yung unang mga starts na hindi maganda yung naging percentage nila. But the turnovers, where 10 turnovers were forced on Cebu, to which Ilagan got 13 points off of it. And really, yun yung ginamit nitong Ilagan para makabalik sila apart from the really good field goal shooting in that run in the second quarter.
Yan ang ating leading scorers, no? Manzo with 8 points. Si Baitiong with 5. Ilagan, as usual, very balanced yung naging scoring nila. Si J-Poy Solis, may 8 puntos. 5 galing kay Art de la Cruz. As Gab Gomez drills in his second free.
At saka gumanda na rin ang percentage ng shooting itong mga players ng Ilagan. Kanina you were seeing guys, you know, just 25%, but now you're seeing guys that shooting so much better. 66%, 45%. Samantalang dito sa Cebu, ang daming mga gandang mga numero pagdating dyan sa percentage na yan.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
Yeah, a little hammer play right there to set up that three-pointer by Gab Gomez. Well set up by the Ilagan Cowboys. And every time the Ilagan Cowboys play a lot of good defense and they execute well on the offensive end, that's when they become really dangerous.
Challenge ulit by Coach Louie. Yung resulta nandyan sa aming pagbabalik.
The Ilagan Isabella's challenge was unsuccessful.
Hindi pa pala rin this time around si Coach Louie Gonzalez sa kanyang pag-challenge dun sa last foul ball laban kay Ajem Miranda.
Ajem trying to stay in pace. Oh.
Sinasabi kasi ni Ajem, si Jun Manzo yung nag-initiate ng contact.
Well, to me, at least from what we saw, that seems marginal. I don't think there was enough for AJ Miranda to be called that foul. Kaya sumisenyas kanina si Coach Louie na, you know, shouldn't been a foul. But, you know, get over with that and move on with this game. After all, you're up 6 and you got to play consistent, and you've been doing real good starting the second.
2 for 2 at the line. Jun Manzo, Gab Gomez. The pass, Josh Giab, open for 3, short. Kumaru grabs the offensive rebound. Santos thought about it. They will reset their offense. Miranda up top. Drives left. Miranda barrels through traffic. Kinyahan cannot control the rebound as Ilagan will be gifted with another possession.
Hindi ka rin basta makapasok sa loob sa depensa ng ng Cebu Greats eh. Ang bigat din ng mga nasa ilalim eh. Ribog sa Mark Meneses, Jer Kinyahan. Ang bigat niya.
Gomez, quick catch and shoot, that time short. Santos able to sneak in for the putback.
Now, I love that Alan Santos is getting involved. Kanina during that lull na coach's challenge, Alan was collecting the troops and telling them what to do on the defensive end, not the offense. And he was adamant at his instructions.
Manzo able to twirl inside for 2 more points.
Quick response by Jun Manzo para dito Cebu Greats.
He's got 12 points already. Santos
Oh, man.
swishes in at 20-footer.
Are you not impressed yet with Alan Santos? The guy's got 6 points on 2 of 5 shooting. Perfect from the line. Good showing so far by Alan.
Manzo goes right at Santos. That time a miss. Miranda the rebound. Miranda pushing it. Gab Gomez sets his feet, but can't hit the free. Misses last two. Meneses in trouble. Gumaru on the floor. Manzo able to recover. Manzo drives, lays it up and in.
Well, if this is not a highly physical defensive game, then I don't know what is. A lot of bodies flying on the, down on the floor, trying to get 50-50 balls, trying to avoid any screens. And this has just been, you know, a defensive game, in my opinion. Gotta take that one.
Gomez. 3 consecutive misses from downtown.
And he had good looks. No, libre and libre yun.
Manzo with 14 points, 6 here in the quarter. Quinyahan going up against the much smaller Gomez. Manzo pulls the trigger, but way short on that free.
And so far, the volume shots have really come from just 2 guys. Jun Manso and Gab Gomez. And some other guys on the floor for their respective teams gotta take part in the offensive schemes. And Alan Santos now gets the bench as well as Jun Manso.
Hingal na hingal si Jun Manzo.
Parang ganun rin si Alan.
Oo, 3 minutes lang yun ha. Ganun ka-intense yung ating laban ngayon.
Correct.
42-36, 6-point lead for the Cowboys. Joshua Ramirez. Gab Gomez against Mac Talio. Josh Giab, really quiet here. Got fouled. Martel is pointing to Art De La Cruz, saying that he was the one who bumped into his own teammate.
Oh, we gotta see that again. I didn't quite catch that action. I just saw Josh Giab after he took the shot. He went down already.
Coach Junti Valenzuela will ask for a coach's challenge here with 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. Sa aming pagbabalik, nandyan na ang resulta ng challenge na yan.
The challenge was successful.
Successful challenge by Coach Junti Valenzuela.
See this action right here. Oh yeah, tama. Siya nga naman. Siya nga naman talaga yung tumama. Siya nga naman yung tumama. Tama naman.
Labis yung pagtataka doon ni Lian Martel eh.
Bakit siya yung natawagan eh. Umiwas na nga siya. Good challenge though by Coach Junti.
De La Cruz, ball got stripped. Martel running down the floor.
Nice pass.
And the recipient of that was Mark Meneses.
Well, Mark Meneses has been playing very good as well para dito sa Cebu Greats, ha?
4 points, 9 rebounds, 3 block shots for Mark Meneses. Lead down to 4. Gumaru off the basketball, an offensive foul whistled against Coco Pingoy.
Well, just the pesky presence of Paulo Obaldo at that moment.
Assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Just when you think that Liam Martel was actually out of control, he was able to regain it and refocus himself, drove down the middle and to the waiting hands of Mark Meneses. And a good finish too by Mark, not putting the ball on the floor, just immediately going to that shot.
Ubalde against Coco Pingoy. The Aquaman working with Jer Quinyahan. Ubalde got bumped by Coco Pingoy. Actually got pushed.
Oh, yes. But Coco and Paolo, a little bit of color developing between these two. And which is why you got a Coco Pingoy, because you love that edge of a Coco. Well, that too, in my opinion, was a little bit marginal right there. I thought that Paolo slipped. Sure looked like he slipped.
Balde, popostehan si Coco. Paolo. Spins inside, and the third consecutive foul called against Pingoy.
And you almost know that that ball is going to go back to Paulo Hubalde. You're on the low block and you're going up against Coco. See this right here. He really was just either trying to score or trying to fish that foul from Coco Pingoy.
Paulo Hubalde. Mintis yung kanyang una free throw. Missed a month. His last game was back against Nueva Ecija. Itong free throw na ito ay hatid sa atin ng Extreme Appliances, isang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Costly misses from the line. They come up empty on that trip. Gumaru. Ball stolen away by Mactalio. The pass a bit off target para kay Lian Martel.
Masyado nagmamadali si Mactalio that time. He thought he could beat on a foot race itong si Coco Pingoy, but you got to stay in control with that ball, and he turns that over.
4-point lead still, 42-38. Pingoy battling with Mactalio. Gumaru, bounce pass. Art de la Cruz getting more minutes here in the second half. Pingoy, quick trigger. No. And look who's up for the board. The 10th rebound now for Mark Meneses. Skip pass before that. Foul whistled down low.
That's another one on Coco.
4 fouls in a matter of a couple of minutes.
And penalty situation and all, half the quarter gone by. We love the mental, the toughness of Coco Pingoy. And he might just have been brought in there to bring in that little bit of edge para dito sa Ilagan Cowboys. But this guy right here has been doing pretty well as well, manning the boards para dito sa Cebu.
5 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks for Mark Meneses.
Tahimik na nagtatrabaho, no?
Oo. Meanwhile, let's check in with Miss Andrea Endicio.
Just like Cebu, Isabela took their time to retool their team with Miranda, Gumaru, Pingoy, Solis, and Tumalip coming in. Kwento ni Coach Alex Calueng, masasabi niyang gumaan daw ang team. I asked Coach, what do you mean by gumaan? He said, in all aspects, yung environment, yung ideas free-flowing, yung information, ang bilis ng pasa. Masasabing nag-complement daw talaga yung mga kinuha nila sa sistema. Ang pinakamagandang naging resulta para sa kanila ng window trade period is this new attitude of surrendering fully to the system of Coach Louie, which is, we can say, evident in this game. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. And just to add on to her report, Coach Mike, naalala ko kasi pumunta ako sa Ilagan eh. I had the pleasure of being part of one of the practices of Ilagan. Pero bago ko banggitin ulit yan, ito si Bacalio at si Art de la Cruz nagkabanggaan doon. Both got teed up in that last play. But, going back, tumatak sa isip ko eh. As Joshua Ramirez called for that offensive foul. Things getting chippy here in the third quarter.
Wow.
Coach Louie is visibly upset.
That happened right in front of us, Ken. I don't think that was a bump initiated by, was that Ramirez? I think he just stopped on that dribble and gave up that ball on that short handoff, and to which Mactalio full speed ahead, just trying to chase for that ball, and he got bumped. See that again because it happened right in front of us. Here we go. That was Ramirez. He was going in there. He spun. I don't think that was much.
And you rarely see Coach Louie get upset like that.
Yeah. I too don't feel that was much, considering how they, made calls in some of the plays here. Yung physicality, kanina ilang drives yung hindi nila tinawagan, but This one I felt, could have been a let go.
Lead down to 1. Four minutes and 45 seconds remaining here. Chance to take the lead para sa Cebu Greats.
High-low.
Kinyahan, top of the key. Oh, getting past De La Cruz but lost it. Solis and Martel, they are former teammates in Parañaque.
Yeah. That one was very similar to what happened right in front of us kanina. Itong case ni Liam Martel and J-Boy Solis. Well, first off, JR Kenyahan didn't see that high-low with Liam Martel. And so in this case naman, si Liam Martel was the one who ran right into J-Boy Solis. Sayang yung high-low kanina kay Liam Martel. Ganda ng pagkakasil niya. Hindi nakita ni JR Kenyahan.
Si Coach Junti Valenzuela, Coach Mike, talagang nagsistick siya dito sa free bigs niya.
Yes. Old school coaches,
diba?
No?
Diba?
No, alam mo yun, parang I saw in one of their practices, Coach Yang Giao was there.
Diba?
And so that might have been one of the tips. Well, aside from, of course, playing under Coach Yang, you know that toughness of the bigs.
Miranda puts it on the deck. Martel right in front of him. The pass, De La Cruz, hook shot, no good. Meneses, another rebound, off to the races. Ubalde will settle things down.
I like this combo of Art and J-Boy Solis on the floor at the same time. Good cut.
Mactalio with a reverse.
That to me is really just understanding basic spread offense basketball. Ball on the post, weak side's got to cut down 45. Gab Gomez with a straight on 3.
Solis with the putback. It's now 44-43. Things have picked up here late in the third period. Ubalde. Oh, what a pass. Mactalio, almost. Solis with a rebound.
Ganda ng pasa na yun.
Miranda, full head of steam. And a foul given up by the Cebu Greats.
Well, AJ Miranda in this game, pretty much a struggle. He's 2 out of 6 from the field. See this right here. Ball on the post. That weak side guy, 45, has to cut. And how about that control of Mactalio?
Dixer, great move of the game. Born for greatness. Spider-Mac is back. And doing damage in his third game para dito sa Cebu. AJ Miranda at the line. He is now the leading scorer. Well, 3 games pa lamang naman siya, but 16.7 points. But just 42.9% from the line coming in.
Well, he leads the team in scoring and he leads the team in assists. He's second when it comes to steal. And field goal percentage, he's one of the tops. 71% from the perimeter and 62% overall from the field. And alam mo talagang scorer, but I feel AJ Miranda is better off with not so many dribbles. No, very few dribbles, shoot. He's better off with that.
Maral Meca with Revog Sang and Janamon, Paolo Ubalde and Alvin Baitiong. 7 seconds to work with. Janamon can't shake off J-Boy Solis. And that time, a miss. Santos, nakabuelo, pulls it back out to Miranda. Puts it on the deck. Gab Gomez.
Good take.
After hitting his first 2, has missed his last 4. Miranda tries a 3, way off the mark.
I couldn't catch anything from 3. Itong si AJ Miranda, he's tried twice and he's come up empty.
Ubalde, no good. Whistle against Cebu, a foul. It's gonna go against Revog Sang. Junti Valenzuela had a colorful stint in the PBA, a 10-year career that was cut short due to numerous injuries.
Yeah. I remember him playing alongside si Lordy Togade, di ba?
Oo, silang dalawa. Ganda ng kombinasyon na yun.
Those two guys, man, they're as tough as nails.
One of the deadliest wing combos in the PBA that time. Miranda missing again. Hubalde serving the floor, drives left. Hubalde straight to the cup for 2 points.
Oh, wow. He literally split that entire defense. Nobody checking on Paulo Hubalde. How can you do that?
Gomez continues to put it up, continues to miss here in the third.
Well, he's their number one three-point shooter. And but so far, he's missed a lot.
Ilagan as a team, only 4 out of 22 from downtown.
And Gab Gomez so far is 2 out of 6 from 3.
Remember, in this 3-game stretch, they're averaging 37% from beyond the arc.
Yes.
Santos puts it up, cashes in from deep.
That right there is the importance of having a Dennis Santos, a big man that can spread the floor. And he's real good from outside.
Braille Meca, laban kay AJ Miranda, drives baseline. Nowhere to go. They recover. Hubalde with 4 seconds left. Fades away. Short. J-Boy Solis with his 5th rebound to go along with his 8 points. Miranda. Mark Dyke.
Post split.
Santos the pass to Gomez, who drives baseline. The cut by J-Boy Solis contorts himself mid-air and scores plus a foul.
That's the best action so far we've seen from Ilagan this game. You know, a couple of good looks. Gab missing earlier, did not go to that way, but J-Boy Solis cutting in for that feed.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And you love that the energy is up for Ilagan. At least, you know, minamatch nila yung energy rin itong Cebu Greats. Eh. The only difference is that they're making their shot attempts as medyo challenge ng konti pagdating dito sa Cebu Great. Ken Holmqvist is back.
Did not start the third. J-Boy Solis, 12.6 rebounds. Holmqvist immediately grabs the rebound. Jun Manzo nasa loob na rin for Cebu. Looking up for the last shot here. Adorio trying to contain ito si Jun Manzo. 6 seconds left. Manzo up top, isolated. Manzo off the glass, rolls out by Tiong. Will not get it off in time. And that's gonna do it here in the first 3 quarters. What pace here, especially in this third period. And Ilagan Isabela trying to hold on to this 5-point advantage. Highlights of the game brought to you by Zip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
Well, the Cebu Great started out real good with the energy brought in by Mac Talio, but the Ilagan Cowboys able to respond with a lot of composure. Alan Santos and the rest of the guys. How about this beautiful feed right here by Gab Gomez to J-Boy Solis cutting down the middle, and right now continues to be a lead para dito sa Ilagan Cowboys by 5.
Isabela Cowboys, Team Governor Mr. Joey Fournier.
You are still watching the MPBL. Straight from SMX Convention Center to San Andres Sports Complex is the proud fresh grad, Jan Hamon. Even at his age, Jan badly wanted to finish his education for his 4 kids. Una sa lahat, hindi naman daw habang buhay kaya niyang maglaro ng basketball, so he needs to open himself to opportunities. And at the same time, he wants to be a good example to his kids of how important education is. Actually, pagkatanggap niya nga raw ng diploma, nag-iintay na si Missy sa loob ng kotse, tapos diretso na sila sa venue. Amoy na amoy pa daw ang diploma sa kamay niya, but this time mapapalitan muna ng amoy ng bola. Ken and Coach Mike.
Wow, outstanding report right there from our courtside reporter Andre Endicio. And Alam mo, yung mga feel-good stories dito sa MPBL Coach Mike
Oo, ball is life pero there are things bigger than life and I love that story of John Hamon. And the analogy, oh what a beautiful play. The analogy of coming back immediately to a game after your graduation.
Yan yung quarter scoring natin. 16-8 Cebu first quarter. Ilagan outscoring the Greats by 13, 27-14 in the second. Tapos nip and tuck affair na tayo nung third.
Oo, kanya-kanyang sagutan na pagdating sa scoring. But the good thing here is if you're Ilagan, you're preventing a number of shot attempts para dito sa Cebu because of your defense. Right now in terms of attempts, they are plus 15. And so you gotta credit that to the defense of the Ilagan Cowboys. Now the very few times that Cebu has gotten a shot, hindi ganun pumapasok agad, pahirapan din sila makascore
Grabe yung sipag ng J-Boy Solis. Alam niya magmimintes, sinabol niya. And grab his 7th rebound. Actually, 8 rebounds now for J-Boy.
Naunahan pa niya mga kakampi niya
Uy! Gumaru thought Solis was still there.
Well, one, that wasn't enough space in that situation. Which is why they turned that ball over. A little bit of indecisiveness. Nothing was clear. Everything was on the gray area. Kaya hindi alam kung which is white, which is black. Kaya nag-turnover.
Now, GR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. First time mag-downsize itong Cebu. Jan Hamon, Ryle Meca, June Manzo together with Alvin Baitiong and Ken Holmvis. Ball stolen away by Dennis Santos. Pushing it. Santos, sidestep. The layup is good.
That's how you play it. You got to go and finish it. You're a big man running down the middle of the floor. You're getting untouched. You got to the half of the lane. Nobody's still stopping you. You got to go to your footwork to decelerate and finish strong.
Check out our fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on the go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
And you love that he really pushed that rock down the gut of the defense. Jan Hamon was not there to stop him. Ryle Meca tried to, but he came in late. Just a really good finish for the big man in Dennis Santos.
Manzo, siya na magbababa dito. Lapit kay Don Gumaru. Nasa loob na si Mark Meneses for the Greats. Manzo on the right side, still with the basketball. 9 to work with. Manzo drives baseline. Hamon drives. Floats it up. Wala. Baitiong couldn't track down the miss. Kumalip against Mark Meneses.
Daming offensive weapons ng Ilagan.
That's why Coach Louie is pretty much excited with their prospects. They want to go deep in the playoffs in the North. Mark Dyke finally scores his first field goal of the game.
And this is what Coach Alex Calweng was mentioning earlier about ang dami nag-improve. And you see it on the floor. Nice pass!
Meneses though, too strong, grabs his own miss. Manzo with a much-needed free to pull to within 6.
They're still in this. This is still a very close game. You got almost 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth, and you're down only double digits.
Solis.
Or down only 6 rather, sorry.
Manzo with a steal. Numbers here. Manzo, no foul. Santos, the pass. Don Gumaru, the floater will drop.
That right there, I feel Dennis Santos was just being careful. He understood that there was a defender coming right behind him. Didn't want to get into a little bit of physicality and had to give it up to Gumaru.
Hamon, well-challenged shot. Kumalip was in his grill. Gumaru drives left. Another teardrop for the former Arellano chief, Don Gumaru.
Well, once a scorer, you never stop scoring, no matter how many misses you get. Similar to how Gab Gomez has played earlier, and Don Gumaru at some point has got to take those shots.
It was Manzo losing the basketball and great patience. Santos not forcing it up, giving it to Don Gumaru. And here on the ensuing play, Gumaru with a floater, back-to-back baskets para kay Don Gumaru as Ilagan re-establishing a double-digit lead. Timeout Cebu. Back with us here at the San Andres Sports Complex. Gixer, fan of the game, born for greatness. All smiles dahil nga lamang ang Isabela. Ilagan, Isabela Cowboys. By 10 points, 58-48, but still a lot of time left in this game. J-Boy Solis though has been a revelation tonight laban sa Cebu.
Yeah, these numbers are not surprising at all for J-Boy Solis. These are regular J-Boy Solis numbers. Points, rebounds, close to a double-double, those assists, just a couple of steals.
Showing us why he was an important acquisition during the trade and free agency window. Coming from Parañaque, now with Ilagan, Isabela.
Matter of fact, in this game, hindi pa nga natin masyado nakita yung three-point shooting nito ni J-Boy Solis. He's 0 out of 2 from 3, or he hasn't attempted from 3 yet in this game.
Mark Dyke.
Ooh.
To get it back.
Santos
fires. No. Mark Dyke with a rebound. Foul given up by Mactalio.
Oh, that might have been an interference right there.
Oh.
The ball was still pretty much on the rim. Somebody held on to the net. And it got rocked. Baseline out of bounds here for Ilagan. Yeah, I love this play.
Gumaru.
I love this play.
Drifting right. Santos!
I love this play.
Drills in that free.
That's the really good thing about that play. You get your shooters off a back pick going to the corners.
Martel. Too strong, but a foul whistled on Ilagan.
You see that last play by Ilagan on the baseline out of bounds? That was the thing of beauty. Start off with the back pick for your shooters. Your shooters relocate to the corners. Your bigs will switch. This time around, they run what's called a corner exit for Denny Santos, setting up for that beautiful three. And with the length and the ability of Denny Santos to shoot threes from there, there's a high probability that shot's gonna go in.
Denny Santos, 8 points, 4 rebounds against his former team. Team manager John Santos for Cebu. Lian Martel. Mintis ang kanyang mga free throws. Lead remains at 13. Dondon Gumaru. The pass broken up by Mark Meneses. Naagaw ni Josh Giab. Giab lays it up and in. Biggest lead right now for Ilagan at 15.
Yan ang convenient para kay Josh Giab. You know, to start things off on the defensive end. But Cebu's got to come back real big here. Oh, wow.
Manzo with a powerful move right over Dondon Gumaru.
Ganda nung galaw na yun ni Jun Manso.
Mark Dyke with a free. Mark Dyke has been shooting lights out from beyond the arc in his last 5 games. And now a 16-point advantage for Ilagan.
Boy, that's a 35% three-point shooter right there in Mark Dyke.
Puwersa si Jun Manzo. He scores once more. 21 points for Jun Manzo.
And so far, nobody in Ilagan was able to stop Jun Manzo. He's just picking up on the post defense of Don Gumaru. Just too strong for Don down on the low block.
Mark Dyke again.
Oh, wow.
Mark Dyke, back-to-back freeze.
Wow, these guys have been shooting the lights out. The threes have really flown in para dito sa Ilagan. That's 8 of 31 attempts. Oh, again, Jun Manso. Same spot, same shot, thrice already, Ken.
Single-handedly trying to will Cebu back in it. 23 points. Lone guy in double figures right now, Jun Manzo.
Boy, again, he goes to that low block. You know, really just trying to exploit that defense of Don Gumaru. Don Gumaru was topsiding him on that ball received. Clearly that baseline was all for Jun Manso to claim. and finish with that basket.
And Gumaro is also known as a solid defender, but June Manso,
Yes.
just too powerful down low.
Yes, I totally agree.
24 big points.
Kumbaga, hindi rin ganun kadali umiscore ka laban kay Don Gumaro kasi he moves his feet a lot, but it's just the power underneath really used by June Manso.
Miranda, muntik ng maagaw. Josh Giab with an elbow jumper.
And these guys started out scoring only 8 points.
DJ Diaz, the Ilagan team manager. And also, nandyan rin si Sir Joey Fournier, the team governor of Ilagan. Manzo this time dumps it down low. This is the problem for Cebu. Nothing apart from June Manzo really contributing. Meanwhile, it's been a collective effort para dito sa Ilagan Isabela Cowboys.
Boy, total collective effort by the Ilagan Cowboys.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners.
If not the effort on defense, it's the unselfishness of these Ilagan Cowboys. Tate Sumalib already had a shot, but had to give it up for that finish by Josh Giab.
Sir Joey Fournier, the team governor of Ilagan.
You gotta be happy with how the Ilagan Cowboys are playing right now.
Giab completes the three-point play. 11 points now for Josh Giab.
Do the Cebu Greats have enough to try and come back here with very little time? June Manso starting to initiate again here.
26 points. But lead is still at 17. Giab will pull it back out. Gab Gomez.
The running phone. This is a stagger, I believe, from up top.
3 minutes left here in the fourth. Miranda. Mark Dyke. Three-point shot again! Mark Dyke! 3 3-pointers here in the fourth. John Hamon spins, gets the basket, and a foul will be whistled against Gab Gomez.
Wow, Mark Dyke. Mark Dyke, Josh Giab, these guys have woken up in the fourth quarter alongside Dennis Santos.
We should really show the numbers of Mark Dyke, especially in the last 5 games. He has been on a tear, especially from beyond the arc. And he was really quiet for the most part in this game.
Yes.
Pumutok na lang siya dito in the fourth quarter. Head of Operations, Emma Oreta. Head of Security, Rudy Distrito. And Head Coach of Manila, Coach Maxi De Andante.
Yeah, pretty much, Ken. That's how Josh Giab really performed. And what you like is, he stayed composed all throughout. Oh no, another 3.
Mark Dyke, confident looking stroke. That time a miss.
That looked good.
Cebu running out of time here. Down by 17. Hamon, the shimmy, fadeaway jumper, and cashes in.
Cebu Greats have actually almost been exclusive to paint action. Everything down on the low block, nothing from the outside, contrary to how Ilagan has done it. They've been shooting from the outside very well, forcing a lot of closeouts, and every time the Greats miss, they're off to the races on fast breaks.
Ubalde bounce pass, Meneses. Ball got poked loose and it was off him. Turnover laban sa Cebu. They could check it. We are under the last 2 minutes.
Cebu still had a good run sometime in the 7 or 6 minute mark of the fourth quarter, but Dennis Santos, Josh Giab, and Mark Dyke happened, and so this lead ballooned.
Coach Ronje Enrile not happy, as well as Coach Junti. He thought Meneses got fouled. But boy, this fourth quarter run by Ilagan Isabela. Wala lang sa kanya eh.
There wasn't any touch on Mark that time.
Ilagan, Isabela. Their next date will be against the San Juan Knights. And boy, here, at least in the first 3 quarters, they got tested. But exploding here in the 4th quarter, Josh Giab, Mark Dyke.
This is a character game for both these teams. And right now with this win, as Don Gomaru knocks down another 3, that's the 10th three-pointer made by Ilagan.
And you know, just alluding to Andrea's report earlier about Ilagan, as Mark Meneses scores, na binanggit nga nila no, na mas masaya yung samahan, mas nakakapag-open up sila. I remember Coach Louie, after their practice, ito yung litanya na you know, pinakamahirap kalaban yung hindi sumusuko. Whatever happens,
right,
hindi sarili, kundi sistema. Tutulungan tayo niyan habang naglalaro. And that's exactly what happened here. Nasubukan sila dito ng Cebu. Cebu was simply phenomenal because of this guy, June Banzo, with a total now of 28 points.
And Ilagan Cowboys has shown us that it is tough to compete against a team that refuses to give up. These guys were, what, 8 points in the first quarter. And for you to come up with this 14-point lead with 15 seconds remaining, just tells you a huge turnaround somewhere in the game. And the guys have responded well. This was a big 4th quarter run for them.
And you rarely saw anyone from this roster trying to go one-on-one and take it upon himself. They stuck to the system.
Pretty much.
And credit the coaching staff of Coach Louie Gonzalez, because this Ilagan Isabela Cowboy squad, totally a different unit now. 4 straight victories against a very game Cebu great squad. Unfortunately, Jer Kinyahan came out just 5 points tonight after averaging 17 points in their first 3 games. But boy, a lot of guys na bumida para dito sa Ilagan. But you know, 3 guys actually in double figures, and at least 5 players with 9 points. Alan Santos also chipped in, but I felt like this guy, our best player of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. J-Boy Solis really came out to play for Ilagan.
When the scoring was very scarce, he was the steady guy that provided it before Josh Gia, Mark Dyke, and even Dennis Santos came in. 12 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple of steals. Just really good overall play from that man right there in J-Boy Solis.
Whatever happens, hindi sarili, kundi sistema ang pantra ng Ilagan, winning this one over Cebu 80-66. Let's go courtside to Miss Andrea and Disho.
That is right, Ken. Kasama ko nga ngayon ang ating best player of the game, si J-Boy Solis. First of all, congratulations. J-Boy, alam kong isang magandang panalo ito para sa inyong team, pero alam ko rin na meron kang mabigat na pinagdadaanan ngayon. Ito ba yung nagtulak sa iyo para i-push yung sarili mo para sa larong ito? Siyempre, para na rin sa iyong may bahay.
Yes, kasi kahit ganun yung pinagdaanan namin last week, pagdating sa practice tsaka sa game, nakafocus pa rin ako siyempre para kung bunutin ako ni Coach, ready pa rin lagi.
That is really good to hear. And J-Boy, hindi naging maganda nga yung start ng inyong team, pero maganda naman yung naging ending. Saan ba kayo nag-pick up sa larong ito?
Unang-una sa practice naman lagi nag-uumpisa yung lahat Kaya sa laro, lumabas yung mga ginagawa namin sa practice.
Alright, meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Unang-una, thank you kay Lord at nakuha namin yung panalo. Inaalay ko sa game na to yung para sa baby namin na pumunta sa heaven. Yun, binabati ko yung asawa ko na nandito ngayon na hindi pa fully recovered. Yun, thank you sa... binabati ko yung si Gobro dito, Albano, Mayor J. Diaz, team owner, Boss J.O. Diaz, team managers, Vice Mayor J.B. Diaz, board member E.J. Diaz, sa mga boss namin, Sir Ricky, Lagi, Sir Joey, former CPF 5-star, yung major namin sponsor, Mr. Mu, DTD Agri, tsaka EGB Construction, Mayor Venus Bautista, tsaka condolence to the Hipolito family. Yun, sa darating na Sunday, supportan natin mga kababayan si Boss Manny Pacquiao laban kay Barrios. Sana supportan at pagdasal natin yung panalo niya.
All right, thank you so much. Once again, congratulations. I'm sure your baby in heaven is very proud of you. Once again, that was our best player of the game, brought to us by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. J-Boy Sol is playing with a heavy heart. But despite all that, piloting Ilagan to a win, 80-66 over Cebu. Up next, it's a battle between the San Juan Knights and the Manila Batang Quiapo. Keep it here on the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.